It is amazing how complete is the delusion that beauty is goodness. Happy families are all alike. Every unhappy family is unhappy in its own way. Everyone thinks of changing the world, but no one thinks of changing himself. If you look for perfection, you'll never be content. Only people who are capable of loving strongly can also suffer great sorrow. But this same necessity of loving serves to counteract their grief and heals them. We can know only that we know nothing, and that is the highest degree of human wisdom. In the name of God, stop a moment, cease your work, look around you. If you want to be happy, be. I think if it is true that there are as many minds as there are heads, then there are as many kinds of love as there are hearts. Respect was invented to cover the empty place where love should be. Spring is the time of plans and projects. Is it really possible to tell someone else what one feels? When you love someone, you love the person as they are, and not as you'd like them to be. Nothing is so necessary for a young man as the company of intelligent women. Rummaging in our souls, we often dig up something that ought to have lain there unnoticed. Be bad, but at least don't be a liar, a deceiver. Anything is better than lies and deceit. The two most powerful warriors are patience and time. Wrong does not cease to be wrong because the majority share in it. If everyone fought for their own convictions, there would be no war. Happiness does not depend on outward things, but on the way we see them. Boredom, the desire for desires. It is much better to do good in a way that no one knows anything about it. There is no greatness where there is not simplicity, goodness, and truth. True life is lived when tiny changes occur. You can love a person dear to you with human love, but an enemy can only be loved with divine love. What counts in making a happy marriage is not so much how compatible you are, but how you deal with incompatibility. Love those who hate you. To get rid of an enemy, one must love him. Every lie is a poison. There are no harmless lies. Only the truth is safe. Only the truth gives me consolation. It is the one unbreakable diamond. I'm like a starving man who has been given food. Maybe he's cold and his clothes are torn, and he's ashamed, but he's not unhappy. I simply want to live, to cause no evil to anyone but myself. Which is worse, the wolf who cries before eating the lamb, or the wolf who does not? Music is the shorthand of emotion. How can one be well when one suffers morally? Every heart has its own skeletons. Human science fragments everything in order to understand it, kills everything in order to examine it. There are no conditions to which a person cannot grow accustomed, especially if he sees that everyone around him lives the same way. Everything depends on upbringing. Happiness is an allegory, unhappiness a story. My principal sin is doubt. I doubt everything, and I am in doubt most of the time. Historians are like deaf people who go on answering questions that no one asked them. The only absolute knowledge attainable by man is that life is meaningless. Kings are the slaves of history. There is something in the human spirit that will survive and prevail. There is a tiny and brilliant light burning in the heart of man that will not go out no matter how dark the world becomes. Pure and complete sorrow is as impossible as pure and complete joy. To educate the peasantry, 3 things are needed: schools, schools, and schools.